Charlie Duffy for the Dulux How-To series on exterior surfaces. Today, we're going to show you how easily you can revive old render surfaces using Dulux Weathershield Render Refresh crack bridging paint. It helps to fill and bridge fine cracks as you paint, so you can transform your exterior surfaces back to near new in no time. Let's see how it's done. So to help me out with some of the more technical stuff, I brought along my mate Luke, who's also a pro tradie. Well, what do we think of this wall, Luke?
Well, it's a pretty typical rendered wall. It's got some hairline cracks and some mouldy areas like most exterior walls you come across.
But we're going to breathe some new life into it, aren't we?
Yep, and brighten up the whole facade while we're at it.
We're going to use Dulux Render Refresh on this wall. It's a flexible crack bridging paint that you can use on previously painted bricks, concrete, fibre cement board and masonry. You'll need some drop sheets, a paint tray, a brush for cutting in and a good quality medium lambswool roller.
You need to make sure the previous layer of paint on your surface is sound and clear of any loose sand or cement.
Cut a small X into the existing paint, press some tape firmly across the cut and rip it off. Do this in a few different places. If the old paint comes off, it's unsound and should be completely removed.
Render Refresh will help hide fine cracks, but if you've got bigger cracks or holes, you'll need to fill these with exterior grade render filler. Remove any white salts by wiping down the wall with a 5% solution of white vinegar.
If it's mossy or mouldy, wash the wall with a bleach solution or demossing chemical.
When you finish cleaning the wall, hose it down to remove any residue, loose sand or cement. So let's get our area ready to paint. Mask off any surface you don't want painted.
Put down your drop sheets, covering any plants you'll be painting around.
We've chosen the beautiful platinum class grey for our fence today. If you've got a few cans of paint, you need to make sure you've got an even tint across your whole wall. Open up a few cans and pour half of the first into your paint tray. Then pour half of the next can into the first can, stirring it well, and continue this across all your cans.
An important step in painting is cutting in. Go around any edges or features with your brush.
If your brushwork dries before you get to it with your roller, you'll end up with 2 coats of paint in one spot, which can lead to picture framing.
The thickness of this product means you'll need to make sure you've got an even layer on your roller sleeve when it's time to paint on the rest of the wall.
Starting from the top corner, start painting in strokes up and down. The wall will be touch dry in about half an hour, but you'll need to wait about 2 hours before you can apply your second coat.
When you're painting your second or final coat, every 3 metres or so, or every 2 metres on a hot day, you need to lay off your paint. Roll the roller down the wall from top to bottom across the wall, making sure to overlap it slightly.
Again, always maintain a wet edge, because if your painted section dries before you overlap it with your next stroke, you might get a line that's hard to fix later. We're all done. What do you think of the transformation?
Wow, it's really improved the look of the whole property, hasn't it?
Yep, a nice exterior wall will do that, and it really doesn't require much effort at all.
Exactly. What an easy way to give your home a makeover. It looks great. Thanks, Luke.
No worries, Charlie.
Worth doing, worth Dulux.